You're listening to today's inspirational message on Pursuing God with Gene Appel. Here's Gene.
Well, welcome to the Pursuing God podcast and day 7 of our 21 days of prayer. It's already been a full week of intensified prayer where we've spent the past 6 days learning from Nehemiah about praying for impossible situations, impossible people, and trusting God to change those situations and people. And today I want to summarize 4 key principles we've learned that can transform your prayer life during these 21 days. First, part of praying is waiting. You've never really learned to pray until you've learned to wait. Let God change people's hearts. That's tough. Remember, Nehemiah prayed for 4 months before anything changes. 4 months of waiting, trusting, believing that God is working behind the scenes even when he couldn't see it. Part of praying is waiting. Second, faith is no substitute for careful planning. People of faith like Nehemiah think through the problems they face. And although circumstances may allow them to go only half a step right now, you can be sure they've already thought through the next 12 steps. Why? Because faith is no substitute for careful planning. And while Nehemiah was praying, he was also preparing. He had his whole plan ready when the king finally says yes. Don't just pray and hope, pray and prepare. Third, changing a heart is God's specialty. Do not try to change people to fit your specifications. Don't try to manipulate people, play games with people, plan schemes, trick, deceive people. Instead, tell God on them. Maybe your ornery spouse told you this morning that he or she does not plan to change. Let God deal with their stubbornness. Maybe you're working with someone who's unfair and unbending. They're unreal. What are you going to do? You've tried every manipulative trick in the book with no success. So talk to God about them. Give him time. And lastly, remember, God always has opposition. You're going to face opposition. When you're doing God's will, somebody's going to be opposing you. I've rarely known it to be otherwise, but opposition doesn't mean you're on the wrong track. It often means you're exactly on the right track. So let me ask you, got any circumstances or people in your life that you think will never ever change? Remember, God specializes in changing impossible people. He changes hearts. And you and I cannot. Are you carrying a burden for something, but a non-spiritual person is in the way? Give them to God. Wait. Remember, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He directs it like a water course wherever he pleases. Maybe you've tried to change the heart of others and now you know you can't. It's time to let go and be patient. And remember these principles. Part of praying is waiting. Faith is no substitute for careful planning. Changing a heart is God's specialty. And only he can change that unbelieving spouse or person in your life. Only he can change that impossible boss. Only he can change that strong-willed child. And God's will always has opposition. So day 7 of our prayer journey is a day of commitment, and I want you to commit to these 4 principles. Commit them to memory, to practice. Pray this if you want to make a commitment. Say, God, I commit to waiting on your timing, not demanding my own. I commit to planning wisely while I pray. I commit to letting you change hearts instead of trying to manipulate people myself. And I commit to pressing forward even when I face opposition, trusting that you are with me. Now, the next 14 days, you could pray, help me to live out these principles. Help me to pray with patience, prepare with wisdom, and trust you for heart change and persevere through opposition. I'm all in with you, God. Change me first, then use me to see others change. Congratulations, you've just completed week 1 of 21 days of prayer. Keep going. The best is yet to come.
You're listening to today's inspirational message on Pursuing God with Gene Appel.